welcome back to Cruising as Crew. My name is Lucy and today we're going to be talking about how you can get your mail when you work on board a cruise ship. But I just want to remind you to click like and subscribe for some more cruise ship content, but as for now, let's get into the video. So surprisingly, a question I get quite a lot is, can you get mail on board a cruise ship? And yeah, you can. But there is a process to it, and that is what I am going to go through today. So when you get on board your cruise ship, you are going to be given the address of the port agent for your embarkation port. So when I worked on Oceania and I was leaving from Malta every Thursday, I was given the address of the port agent in Malta. Now it's a little bit more complicated if you're on a cruise ship that's like doing a world cruise or lots of transatlantic crossings, but we will get into that. But yeah, generally when you get on board a cruise ship, you will be given the address of your relevant port agent. What is a port agent? All ports will have port agents. The more popular a port, the more agents it will have. So for example, Miami Port is going to have more port agents than the port of Marseille in France, because there's a lot more cruise ships that go to Miami than Marseille. Each port agent is going to be assigned a cruise ship, and their job is to make sure everything is ready for that cruise ship to dock at the port. The mooring areas are ready, the paperwork is ready, and also that all the mail that is meant for that ship gets delivered to that ship. So if you're working on a cruise ship and let's say you want to buy something from Amazon, the delivery address that you would put is the port agent's address in whatever port you are going to. So like on Oceania, I was leaving from Malta every Thursday, so I put the port agent's address, and then when the ship arrived in Malta on a Thursday, the post that the port agent had received would be delivered to the ship and I would get my mail. Now, as I said, this process does get a little bit more complicated if you are not staying with one home port. You know, you might be going from Australia to Alaska to Hawaii. You might be doing a world cruise, which is very lucky, but it's a lot more complicated to get post. So let's say you are going to be in Sydney in 2 weeks. This is the ship's first time in Sydney. So you will go to the crew office, the crew welfare office, and you would ask for the port agent for your ship in Sydney, and they will have this information for you. Then you can order your parcel, or maybe your mom wants to send you something, but when you order it or get it sent, you need to think about how long it's going to take to get to that port agent in Sydney. If you're going to be in Sydney in 2 weeks and you're ordering something from Amazon, it's probably going to be there within the 2 weeks. However, if your mom in England is sending you something, then it might not get there in 2 weeks. So what will happen is, if you're only in Sydney once and you order something hoping it will be there and it's taken longer than 2 weeks to get there, then you've missed it. If your ship is not going back to Sydney, then it's gone, you've missed it. So if you are going from like destination to destination, you really need to think about how long it is actually going to take to get there. It's much better to order something earlier and have it sat with the port agent for a week or two before the ship arrives than to order it too late and you miss it because it doesn't get there in time for your ship's arrival. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, basically that is all there is to it. You just get your post delivered to the port agent's address, which most likely will be given to you when you get on board. Now, the information that you will need to input, I will write it in the description box down below so you can just copy and paste it. First, it is the port agent's address. Second, you will need the cruise line. Then you will need the name of the ship. For me, it would be easy at the moment because I'm working on Virgin Voyages. Virgin Voyages only have one ship. But let's say you're working on a Royal Caribbean ship. It's no point, you can't just put Royal Caribbean. It's like, well, yeah, which Royal Caribbean ship? So put the name of the cruise line, then you have to put the name of the cruise ship. Then you'll need to put your department, and then you will need to put your name and then your cabin if you want to. So all this information needs to be on the envelope so that it can get to you successfully. You probably don't need to put your cabin, but you do need your department and you do need your name and obviously the cruise line and the cruise ship. But I hope you have enjoyed this video on how you can get your mail on board a cruise ship. If you have, then please press like and subscribe. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. But I will see you in the next